as the epidemic of injustice due to industrial pollution and inequality continues to escalate across the country. The organization ECR Communities for Environmental Justice, formed in 2001, has risen to the challenge of protecting the people of Commerce from the health and safety hazards of having both industry and a lack of access present in their community. Commerce is a city located in southeast Los Angeles County. At the time of the 2010 census, it had a population of 12,823. Latinos of any race made up 94.5% of the population. Hugo Lujan, a community organizer for ECR Communities, talks about the environmental justice issues present in his neighborhood.
And during the workshop, one of the community members started talking about all the trucks that come in and out in our neighborhood. And one of them wanted to talk about the food and the food that comes into the trucks. So I'm like, all right, let's talk about the food. So we drew a map in terms of where the food is grown, which is overseas, and how it gets to the city of Commerce. And then we realized that a lot of the vegetables here at the stores were close to being rotten, so a lot of them were really upset about that. And we developed this idea of starting to grow our own food as a way to deal with the truck traffic in the neighborhood, but also addressing the lack of food in the city of Commerce. Like any other kind of hood in the area, right?
Right.
We always lack any type of resources, but on top of that, we just lack any type of good quality food to feed ourselves.
To address this last point about a lack of high quality produce being present in the neighborhood, ECR Community started a program called La Cosecha Colectiva, which translates to the collective harvest. The idea of the program is to have communities grow crops in their backyards and share their harvest periodically with other members involved in the project. But to do this requires planning, as Brian explained.
How we started was when they built the boxes, then we went to some park that we went to go get soil from. That's how then we took the big boxes of that they're building now to the neighborhood. It was like probably like 10 houses away from it. It was like bigger. It was bigger than this one. And then we just had to plant it, and then we just put it on top of the grass and stuff.
Once the wooden boxes are set up on the gardens, some skill is required to do the gardening, and the collectivist orientation of the project helped here, as Hugo explains.
And so she has this knowledge of how to grow corn and how to sell it and how to harvest it. So she's the one that taught me how to grow it here.
I see.
So that's something that I brought to the table that like other folks brought to the table, like growing squash and other things. Like Apolonio grows amazing chiles. He's the only one that actually grows good chiles. So building on those strengths.
Besides squash, chiles, and corn, many other stuff is grown, as Maribel explains.
Around the summertime when we started, so we were trying to grow a lot of the vegetables, mostly things that just organic things, just the vegetables, tomatoes. Corn was a big one. A lot of people wanted corn, a lot of people wanted lettuce, potatoes, bell peppers, chilies.
All members expressed a strong preference for these locally grown fruits and vegetables over produce that is found in the local liquor stores. A member of the community wrote to us, "The collective harvest allows us to be united as a community, and it allows us to give to our families food that is healthier, more nutritious, and with less chemicals and contaminants. It has given me the opportunity to get to know and be with other people." The increased solidarity resulting from La Cosecha Colectiva is a common theme that is reinforced by Marina, an adult member of the project.
Hay más comunicación entre la comunidad.
There is now greater communication in the community, she says. With respect to the broader theme of environmental justice and the transmission of values to future generations, Marina has to say,
Imagino que sí, deberían de seguir el ejemplo y a la vez enseñar a las criaturas,
Para que ellos también.
envolverlas en lo mismo. Sí.
so Marina recommends that other communities follow the example of EYCJ in order to combat the problems of environmental justice and a lack of high quality fruits and vegetables.